Taiwan is renowned in the world as the island of orchids, acknowledged for its diverse and beautiful specimens. Today, we take you to an exhibit centered on Taiwan's orchids. The exhibit is a collaboration between Taiwan's National Museum of History and the University Museum of the University of Tokyo, showcasing over 200 works. FTV reporter Stephany Yang takes us in for a look.
Orchids hold a deeply symbolic place in Taiwanese art, especially during the post-war era. After 1949, as many artists and intellectuals relocated from mainland China to Taiwan, traditional ink painting flourished. Other styles include Western sketching, Japanese gouache paintings, and Western-style watercolors and oil paintings. The National Museum of History houses a wide collection of orchid paintings from post-war Taiwan. Among the standout pieces are works by Taiwanese artist Chen Chin.
Through the Japanese influence of discovering different kinds of orchids and the publications spread of the Kocholan image, the Taiwanese society actually has a very unique understanding toward orchid, which is demonstrated in the post-war artworks. So in our image collection, we not only have literary orchids, we also have orchid expressions that's deeply affected by the Japanese education, the Western art tradition. So this work by Chen Chin is a great demonstration of that kind of cultural exchange and mixture and the demonstration of orchid image.
This room showcases rare orchid specimens and glass plate negatives from Taiwan's Japanese colonial period. The specimens are from the University of Tokyo's museum, and many are exhibited for the first time. There are also photography and documentaries talking about the Zhou's sacred orchids that are used during ceremonies.
So this collaboration actually with the University of Tokyo's museum, they have a lot of scientific specimens, they have a lot of materials that brings us to Taiwan's history before the Japanese colonial period, and also how they explore Taiwan on our specialty on orchids. And also the Zhou people has an important ritual called mayasbi. They use a very particular orchid called fitiu that has been discovered by the Japanese scientists, but also deeply involved in the ritual. And we actually produced a documentary to showcase how this plant is deeply integrated into the Zhou culture.
Scientific illustrations on Taiwan's flowers flourished in the 20th century. The exhibit also showcases delicate scientific paintings of orchids by Japanese botanical illustrators from the Meiji and Taisho periods. In addition, Taiwan's first-generation botanical painter Wang Renli's works are also on display.
When people do research or publish new species on orchids, apart from the scientific specimens, they also need some illustrations to demonstrate how the plant actually looks like. So this room, we have Japanese scientific paintings from the Meiji period to Taisho period to post-war. Also, we have one scientific artist that's Taiwanese called Wang Renli. He actually had training from the Japanese and worked at the scientific painting from the Japanese period later to the post-war period in Taiwan. He had a very delicate series of work that we are exhibiting.
The Formosa Orchids Blossom exhibition is jointly organized by Taiwan's National Museum of History and the University Museum of the University of Tokyo. Featuring over 200 works, it offers a rich journey through Taiwan's orchid legacy from the 17th century to now, blending scientific inquiry with artistic expression.
So Taiwan, we have a very specific, a special geographic feature. We are an island, but we also have very high mountains, we have plants, and we have geographic features that's near the sea. And also we are next to a huge piece of land, and also to the southeast there are oceanic islands that are really close to Taiwan. And there is a specialty in orchid seeds is that it's very small. It can be carried by the air. So in Taiwan, it actually gathers all kinds of orchid species, not only from the mainland, but also from the sea area. And because of our special geography, we have such a variety of orchids. So from the Japanese scientists, they could actually discover all kinds of orchids that they couldn't find in mainland Japan. So during the 50 years of Japanese rule, the Japanese scientists get to discover all kinds of different orchids, and through their scientific painting and specimen collecting, they actually document all kinds of orchids.
The exhibition showcases groundbreaking research and insights from renowned experts in orchid biology and the arts. The exhibition will be held at the National Museum of History in Taipei until September 7th. FTV reporter Stephany Yang and Guo Wenhai in Taipei.